Hi, I'm Varun from Team 2, and our project is TA Management and Allocation System. Along with me, I have as developers Ariana, Rehan, Devstudya, Adil, Shan, and Naman. The TA Scheduling and Management System is a digital platform that streamlines the process of assigning teaching assistants to courses by managing all interactions and data in one place.
Hi, my name is Naman. I'll be going over the scenario, the use case setup for our project. So the TA scheduling and management system solves the complex and time-consuming problem of manually assigning teaching assistants to courses. It does by eliminating the need for endless emails, spreadsheets, or meetings, which I think often leads to confusion, errors, or like a very inefficient allocation of resources for our teachers. An example scenario would be, imagine if you're a department head like Dr. Chad Davis, who needs to assign dozens of TAs to various courses every semester. Currently, you're juggling student applications from emails, instructor requests on different documents, and a complex spreadsheet to figure out the best match. This process is fairly slow, even prone to mistakes, and makes it very difficult to see who is available, who has the right skills, and which courses have been filled. Especially maintaining a spreadsheet for all of this could be very time consuming. Our system basically centralizes all of this information, automates the matching process, and gives everyone a clear real time view of where things stand.
Hi everyone, my name is Ray, and I'll be showcasing some of the features that we have for our project. So this is our landing page that you created with. Additionally, over here, this is the student page where we have the dashboard, and the student can basically apply for the jobs. For example, we see a potential application, so they can go ahead and select what they want. So I'm just gonna quickly fill this up for you guys. And then once first one, so these questionnaires are also editable. So we have like a default form over here, but again, the TA scheduler can go ahead and change these questions if he wants. So this is again completely editable. We also have the opportunities to upload documents. So for example, if I upload like a document over here, that shows up. And next, so this is the TA application, so where they complete all their profile information. So we see that this is their name, their expected graduation, and I filled in all earlier on. So for the demo purposes, so this is the slots they're not available. So we scheduler will only be able to schedule items over here. So going on, and I'm clicking confirm and I'm clicking submit. So now the application has been submitted. So as a scheduler, if we go into application management, we see that Sarah Johnson's application has come through, where we can view their application, and this tab takes us to their application, and we can also see the item they submitted, and he has the opportunity to shortlist. So basically, what shortlist means is this person is going to be considered to the next stage of the pipeline, where they can basically allocate them. So if we go to the allocations page, we see that Sarah Johnson's over here since they're shortlisted, and we see that they have 12 hours available. And we also see items about their skills, what they're proficient in, and their soft skills, course preferences, and what their previous experiences also hold. So let's go ahead and assign Sarah Johnson to a particular course. So I'm going to give them one-to-one since they're proficient at one-to-one. Additionally, I'm also going to give them this Wednesday's class. I'm going to give them both the course offerings as well as let's do Thursday, this particular lecture slots. And I think I'm pretty happy, satisfied with this particular allotment. Add that to the offer. So once you add that to the offer, you have the opportunity to actually send this offer. So basically, we can send an estimated deadline. So say, for example, if we want to give them 3 weeks, we send the draft offer. So once you send the deadline and like the offer is sent, it goes into the pending tab where you can view that the offer has been sent. You also have the option to rescind, or and you also have the tab which shows if they rejected or accepted. So I'm going to go ahead and accept this as a student. So I'm going to go ahead and come back to my dashboard, and we see that we have like a one pending offer. So I'm going to click view offers, and this is where I see all of the offers as a student. So we can see the different courses that I'm going to be working with, different professors. So over here it's Dr. Sarah Johnson, over here is Dr. Michael Ken, and etc. So I also see how many hours that's going to be assigned and have an estimated deadline as well. So I'm just going to accept this offer. So once I accept it, as a TA scheduler, you have the opportunity to come back to this page, and we see that this particular student has accepted the offer, and we can basically see for which term, for which course offering, and items like that. So this is like the the student specific view. So we have for this particular student, Sarah Johnson, we have course 211, and we see the different two lectures that they're assigned to, as well as for 310, what lecture they're assigned to. Additionally, but let's see for by course, if we go ahead, we see that we still have a lot of stuff unassigned. Um, and for 2 to 1 was also unassigned as well as for 1 to 1. So we see that their name appears when they're assigned, and when they're not assigned, the it just highlights that it's unassigned. Additionally, if we want to have a particular calendar view, we have this view for the student. So I'm just going to select in for winter term 1. Let's see their schedule. So this is their schedule for winter term 1. Additionally, if you want to see the schedule for winter term 2, we can go ahead and see that. So this is how the basic allocation process works for the TA scheduler and application process. Additionally, when it comes to our course management, we have all these courses currently. So basically, the way how you view the instructor requirements is when it comes to a particular instructor. So, say for example, uh, these items are sent in by the instructor, and basically we can use this for allocating the student. And over here, we see that this we're currently waiting for this particular requirement from the instructor, but we also have received some requirements from other courses for this particular case. The last item that I would like to talk about is job posting management. Job posting management is basically where the scheduler can basically create questionnaires for the particular question. So, say for example, we have the default form that you guys saw. That was the undergraduate student and etc. Like which is the usual form that the scheduler has. But say for example, if you want to create a new one, so say for example, I'm just making this as a test, and I'm just going to add one section, and then I'm going to add a particular question. And let's make this a radio button. Drop down required test option. Good, good. Save question. I'm just gonna add another section. And I'm going to save that. And once I save that particular template, I can actually view that question. Obviously, some of the supporting documents and profile confirmation are going to exist regardless, and I'm going to show you how exactly that works. So once I'm satisfied with this, I can create a job posting. So I can come back here. This would be like test demo, and I'm just gonna, and I can select that application form. So I can select the test one, and I'm going to put this for, say, for example, astronomy. I'm going to select the term, which is going to be, let's do term 1. And the timelines application deadline is going to be the end of this month. And I'm going to set this to be open. So open basically means students can view. So I'm going to post this particular job. So we see that this is open. So say, for example, if I want to come back to a student, and if I go back to the dashboard, we can view all open positions. So we see that this is reflected on the student application as well as when you come to the main dash landing page, when we reload it, we see that we also have the test demo that we've made. And say, for example, when I click the apply, and I can basically see those questions that I created. Uh, and yeah, and I can basically add my documents if I want, and confirm my profile, and then submit that application. So this is basically like one of the extensions that we have made for the job posting in the cases where they have different questions. And yeah, so basically, if I go back to application management, we can see that Sarah Johnson submitted an application for this as well. So yeah, that's basically a quick little rundown of the project. Thanks so much.
So, just to wrap up, the TA scheduling and management system is a valuable tool because it transforms a chaotic manual process into a centralized, efficient, and transparent workflow for everyone involved. It saves time and it also reduces errors by automating the applications, requirements gathering, and the final allocation of teaching assistants. For the future, we plan to enhance the system's intelligence by taking into account the marking hours during the allocation process and importing the final exam schedules for graduate TAs to prevent conflicts. We will also introduce the ability to generate reports for departmental analysis and import past allocation data to streamline historical record keeping. Thank you for your time today. We are confident this system will significantly improve your departmental workflow.